Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another stream. Gonna be a bit of a low-key stream. I have also a bit of a hangover, to be honest. But I thought, you know, we're just gonna play a little bit of Grim Dawn. I actually wanted to play The Last Epoch. But the game, for some reason, runs really bad. It just doesn't run well at all. And I'm not even sure what's up, to be perfectly honest. What I will do is check my own stream for just a second, because for some reason what always gets messed up is these days the audio, and I don't really get why, but alright, that seems fine. Okay, great. Well, so I got a little setup going on over here. As you can see, it is now a green screen instead of the previous setup, which has everything to do with the fact that I basically changed the entire setup. It's not in my living room anymore. I went back to the, well, this is sort of like my PC room now, and that's good. I didn't have like a huge setup then anymore in the living room. This is actually pretty much fine, at least I think so. So we got a bunch of quests. We also got a guide that we're following. So I got over here my tablet with some information, with the map and everything, and we are currently in elite mode, doing some of the homestead quests. Yeah, we're just gonna do a small stream. We'll see how long we will be streaming for, but so far so good, I would say. Yeah, but I'm not sure what they did with Last Epoch, to be perfectly honest. But it's not good. It runs really horribly for some reason. Is this where I need to go? Yeah, I think so. It's always a little bit tricky with that ether stuff, especially on this difficulty. Because you'll die, basically. That's sort of the problem. Alright. Yeah, so I got a little bit of like a map over here just in front of me, so I'm sure that I'm at least going somewhat in the right directions, which definitely helps. So we're playing a build, the Melty Cakes build, which is a... oh, that's gonna hurt. Which is a super fun build, actually. Relies mostly on a bunch of poison. There's supposed to be some sort of secret area over here as well. But the tricky part is basically getting through those kind of patches without completely killing yourself. And for whatever reason, it won't allow me to even get there. Okay, we can crush the wall, that's good. I can blow this up, I think. Yeah, 3 dynamite.
Can't do that.
We are already at the level for sure where you really need to take a little bit of care about the enemies, because if you don't, then it's just going to be a mess. So especially like elites and bosses, they really need a little bit of consideration, otherwise you're gonna be in trouble. But as you can see, the damage output is quite high. Oh, there's an astral rift here. Interesting. Which is also relatively well hidden, if you look at this. Yeah, you really don't want to stand in that ether too long, because that stuff just hurts an awful lot. Okay. Well, let's travel, see what we got here. Port Valley outskirts.
Skill's not ready.
We got a bit of dynamite back. I suppose that's good.
Can't do that.
Yeah, we're just like slowly leveling. The elite stuff is still pretty doable because we just have like a very high damage output still. But you will start to notice that, especially these kind of monsters. I mean, that guy had 500,000 in health. Like, they're still going to hurt at some point. But you just gotta be a little bit careful. And then it's really not that bad. That stuff also hurts like hell, by the way. What's over here? Yeah, and a lot of things is just going to be some sort of like hit and run tactic, right? I can just like go over here, pull out my combo, and then it's pretty much okay. Yeah, that thing's a little tricky. It doesn't even hurt that bad. Like, my resistances are also up to par, so everything is around 80%, if it is not actually 80%. And in terms of devotions and everything, I'm basically full build. He will come back. Okay. They never seem to really give anything, those big guys, for some reason. Those abominations now, they just have like 500,000 health already. Okay, let's just run through here. Yeah, we can't stand in there for too long. We'll just die. It's pretty simple. Yeah, and I also noticed that, especially on higher difficulty, in the dangerous area part, like the treacherous domain in this case, you really need to be a little bit careful, because you will die if you don't. So you kind of need to play this with some strategy. Whereas other parts of the game, you really don't need to do that all that much. Not even on the league difficulty. It really doesn't matter what you do most of the time. But here it definitely does. I should also just make a rift in case I die. That I don't have to walk all the way back. So I'm not totally sure what I would be getting here, to be honest. We'll see. We're just exploring a little bit, I suppose. Picking up a bunch of crystals. Those guys really hurt. Especially if you're standing in one of those clouds. It's not helping. We sort of get there. And those will just keep hitting me from afar, so that is not great either. Oh, nice, level 74. Oh, those don't really do anything. Okay, good. So I can pull up the map for this. Port Valley outskirts, right? Because now I can also see like this where the chests are and everything. It just helps out a little bit. You could argue it's cheating, and that's fine if you would do that. But I'm just enjoying the game a lot more with some guides and with some other things. And then the way I actually play the game is just... yeah, actually like killing the enemies and everything. Hey, Shrimp Puff 90. This is the build you link me to, I take it. Yeah, it is. How you doing, man? Yeah, so we just dinged level 74. And we're on elite. In some treacherous domain, the Port Valley outskirts. Yeah, so far it goes pretty well, I would say. Gotta be a little bit careful of so many enemies over here, but yeah. Yeah, not so bad either. I have a holiday from work for 2 weeks. So that's really nice. So I thought I'll do a little bit of streaming. And apart from that, not much up really. Bit of hangover from yesterday. Still. And it's the evening, so that says something, I suppose. Oh, there's a shrine over here as well. Yeah, and I've been just nice. I work in retail on Black Friday. Oh, is that true? When is that? Is that the last Friday of November or something? It's not really a thing in the Netherlands. Like, it's coming up since a year or two, I think, Black Friday. But yeah, it's not like it's in America. Like, there it's really big. Uh, 29th, right. I would assume that at the end of this, there's some sort of boss. I think there is. I think I remember as much. How do I get over there? Nah, so I got my holiday now, which is kind of nice. So for 2 weeks, I don't really have to do anything.
That skill's not ready.
So I'm going on a small trip, probably on like Thursday or something. And until then, I'm not doing too much. Oh, this is the boss. Yeah, we can't just stand there. Like, I'm gonna get killed if I do that. Okay, just dropping a rift to be sure. Let's kill this guy first. Alright, that's one. I'm going to stage 2 over there. They're coming out of those crystals. Yeah, we gotta be a little careful here. Let's go. Oh, holy moly.
That skill's not
Ah. Holy moly, why are they hurting so much? It's insane. Okay. I think we get those guys taken care of, mostly.
That skill's not ready.
Now here's more of those hulks. Okay. And then this guy doesn't seem to be all that bad.
That skill's not ready.
Maybe don't stand still over there, but apart from that seems to be okay. And he's summoning another one of those, but I think the poison is going to kill him basically. Ah, there we go. Ooh. Ixandra's texts. Which is, seems pretty useless to me. But, you know. Anything else? There's apparently a chest. Wait.
Can't do that yet.
How do I get there? Oh, here. Yeah, nothing much that's new over here, huh? Yeah, so I got my loot filter set to things that have acid and poison damage on it, because that's the only thing I'm basically using. Speed, cooldown reduction, crit damage, some resistances, because you always need that. My own masteries, others not so much. And that's basically about it. I don't care about ranged or offhands or shields. And from epics and up is dropping regardless of the stats, basically. In terms of leveling, we're only moving still towards... It wasn't Nightfall, I don't think. It was Execution, yeah. So we're close to being full build, I think. I can increase some of the soft caps a bit more then. But we'll see. Requires... Ah, we can do even more here. Let's see. But then it gets really interesting. Because this was already pretty tough. Especially these like ether kind of areas are really tough. Or at least they can be. Let me try and find this on the map. Nope, that didn't work. No, it's okay. We'll figure it out. You can see the amount of damage these guys just do. These are the regular dudes. That's really not gonna be this easy. Yep, you've only just done the warm-up. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That skill's not ready.
Well, to some extent, it's promising there. What are these guys doing over here? Crit damage, ether resistance, and a whole bunch of other resistances. They're highly resistant to crowd control, but move slowly. All right. Okay, I was also a little bit too late on the potion button, but fine. Yeah, that was tough. I ran right into like 4 or 5 of those balls, which was enough, apparently. I think that's all the buffs. Yeah, it's fine. It's closed now anyway, unless I restart the game, but I can't really be bothered to restart the entire game. So instead, we're just going to this rift gate because we're here basically for the... Well, we still miss a shrine, that's one thing. So we still need to cleanse a shrine or do something here at least. Yeah, it's just a cleansing. These also usually drop pretty decent loot. We just gotta use a little bit of the hit and run tactics, otherwise it's just too much. More purples. I'm already totally full devotion build, so there's not going to be anything really in that regard that still is going to help me out, but apart from that, yeah, we just need to get back. That's it, basically. And then those cannons are somewhere over here. I'm just gonna look around a little bit further, but not gonna do too much here. Ooh. We are getting decent loot though, like more and more of it. We'll figure all that loot out later. When our bags are full basically, then I'll just do like a massive well, we'll sort out everything basically. Can I get through here? Doesn't seem like it. I have to walk all the way back, really? Okay, I suppose.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, let's just take a potion. Yeah, and I found that sometimes the green items are actually still pretty much okay. If you look at my gear, it's, you know, especially the weapons are still mostly green. I haven't really found that many great weapons. Although they do the job, I mean, they're perfectly fine for what I'm basically trying to do here. And they come with a bunch of nice enchantments and everything as well, so that's cool. Where's the start of this thing? Over here, I think.
That skill's not ready.
No illusions on gear, what is this? Yeah, I don't really care too much about illusions and everything. I haven't really tried it either, to be honest. Are you much into illusions? Okay. Let's just get back and get to these cannons. Because that is the main reason that we're here. The cannons at the end of this. And also let me try and get back to just regular cairn. Can we do that? I wonder. I just want a regular map. Yeah, alright. And then we need to figure out where we actually are. Right. Yeah, I just have a tablet over here with like the map. Because it just makes things a lot easier, to be honest. Okay. And it helps quite a bit in the speed at which you're leveling as well, to be honest. Because you just know that if you're not forgetting something, it doesn't really matter either. Okay, let's get out of that screen stuff. How did you find the build so far? Have you tried it already yourself?
That skill's not ready.
Illusion's best part of the game, 10 out of 10.
That skill's not ready.
Not yet, been too busy with work, but from what I've seen, it looks very fun. Yeah, and it's pretty effective because I mean, I'm by no means an expert at all in Grim Dawn, but this is going relatively smoothly, I would say. I mean, I'm sure there's builds out there that shred like a lot more than this one does, but I think overall it was, you know, pretty good. Oh yeah, it's over here. And at some point you get into it a little bit as well, like you really start to see the small little intricacies of the whole build. But for example, like this, I don't really have to stick around. I can just keep walking and basically be on my way, because the poison will finish off everything here. Or my minions, you know. So you can just concentrate on getting through the maps and that kind of thing, which I think is nice. Here we gotta watch out a little bit, I feel, as well. Oh, this is the Herald of Flame, right? So let's try at least to survive here, if at all possible. Ouch. But also, like, boss killing is quite okay. I mean, this is what level was that? 79? Fist of the Venom Blade. I think that is exactly one of the items I want. It was in the build guide. That was a good one. Can I equip it as well? Doesn't seem like it yet. Okay, requires level 75. That doesn't take too long. Oh, here's some dynamite, but there's also these cannons here, right? Yeah. Oh, this is a cannon. Alright. So that is what we want to do over here. Pretty sure. Got the boss, got the chest. I think we're done here.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, we can do some more looting, but I think we're done. Let's deliver that quest and see what's next, I suppose. Yeah, we could also start doing the other content, but I think we're just gonna stick with this for now. Get some reputation, that kind of thing. Up next is over there, I'm sure. And especially these kind of guys, they're really just trash. Like there's really nothing that they can do. And you're gonna just run through them super hard. The build also's got like a good combination of some healing skills and a bit of sort of like emergency buttons that you can press. And I think it's called Ghoulish Hunger, that basically gives me a bunch of health regeneration whenever you're getting on low health. So there are some sort of like safety mechanisms as being part of the guild build, which is kind of nice. Let's go over here. Oh, it's Kaiman's Chosen, right. Yeah, so the build says go for Kaiman's, so, you know, that's what we're doing. I'm just following the build, basically, in terms of web itemization, build itself, of course. But also the sort of, well, how do you call out those things? Yeah, you have sort of like these things that you can put on, like the components, right? And then you have, yeah, what I would say enchantments.
May the light of Imperial.
But they're not called enchantments over here. Apparently I gathered the seals. Oh yeah, I already have those, yeah. So we need to kill someone. Here you can call... What are these called? Ashes. An augment, exactly. That's what they're called. Yeah, so these are augments. And they're pretty good. You got additional resistances. I think we should actually buy one of them. And put it on something. Like on that thing, so that we're capping out our resistances. But everything else is fine, right? Apart from these two. Stun and chaos resistance. Not sure, can we get chaos resistance here? Yeah, 12% if you want to. Rings and amulets, soulbound. I can put it on one ring. And you can easily replace these, so it's no real harm in doing these and in buying these and just doing something with it. Yeah, and they're a little all over the place, to be honest. So let's put... What? Oh, wait. Oh, also rings and amulets. Oh, my bad. Yeah. That's fine. Now we're capped again. For now, that's fine. Let's see. There's nothing else here for me, I'm pretty sure. So we're just going to continue. I don't think he says or does anything for me. Yeah, so we need to burn a few corpses. But those are marked with a star, so you can't really miss them. That should be easy enough.
Can't do that.
Yeah, we're just gonna walk through this bog a little bit. There's a quest here too, I think. Right. I'm not really sure. Burn her? Right, attack Nathaniel. Yeah, because that happens anyway, right? Right. Yeah, I don't really think that matters what you do over there. So here are the ones that you need to burn. Right, the Black Legion insignias. We'll be collecting a few of those. Okay. Pretty sure this was a setup. So you see there's really big difference to the let's say the regular bosses and anyone in the treacherous domain or the dangerous domain, or I'm not sure how many domains there are really, but those guys, like, they hurt like hell. And the regular enemies, just these guys, the bosses, they still have a decent amount of health, I suppose, but the build is good enough to just cut through that. And I think at level 75 I can equip a bunch of other gear as well that I have stashed for now. Oh, hello. Oh, this Bulgar. Right. So we're just gonna make use a little bit of hit and run tactics here, because this guy does hurt. Oh, a lot. Bloody hell. But the hit and run is effective. Like, because it's poison damage, right? So that just works really well. Okay. Let's go over here. Oh, these are the farmers, right? Yeah. There's a corpse. Okay, one more of those. There is something there that like hurts really a lot. Here again. Is it that chaos? Are these doing chaos damage? Is that why I'm like being almost instantly killed over here? Could be. Let's see. There's something we could do over here. I don't think chaos resistance is all that easy to get either. I don't really see it too much on items at least. Okay, that's the last one of that. Stone altar.
Can't do that.
Huh. I think I'll just quickly turn in those quests, so I don't really get the stars anymore all over the place, because now you keep getting these stars on the mini map, which is a little confusing. So let's just quickly get over there in Homestead. Pretty sure these are Homestead quests. Yeah, here's one.
I am told that Lasan, I could not agree when the Legion was forced to abandon the capital.
Slay Carol's Sigil of Chthon.
Grab metal.
Okay. That's the seals. He's still looking for a quest. What else do we have? Return to Brother Alluvius. I think he was over here. No. What's that? L? No, it's not L. Oh. That was too smart. Fine. What was it? What's that? Oh, Q. Right, yeah. I have a few things that I need to still turn on. Oh, that is of course... No. It's of course over here. The Kaiman's chosen. And we also need to find Minova again outside of the Arcovian Undercity. Not totally sure where that is. Now we need to kill Ravok. Fine. Outside of the Arcovian Undercity entrance. Arcovian foothills. Old Arcovia. Where's the Arcovian Undercity? It's not these guys, right? These are the rovers. No.
See anything you like?
I don't know. Do I see anything I like? Acid damage, poison damage. Also rings and amulets. These are not the guys that have poison on the weapons, I think. Rings and amulets. Vitality damage, no. Relatively useless. I'll Google that at some point. It's fine. Yeah, we'll have to do a little bit of backtracking here. Nice, level up as well. Yeah, when our inventory is full, we're going to figure out our loot and everything, because there's quite a few nice items that we looted, and I think I can use at least a few of them right now. Apparently I also missed a shrine somehow that I didn't cleanse yet. Let's see. Oh. Another rift. Ah. Might as well. Let's put a regular rift in there. Also dangerous domain. Reduced health regen but more resistant. Okay. Uh-oh. Almost instantly died there. These guys do a lot of damage to me. I think because this is chaos damage, but I'm not 100% sure. Open the chest. Those are usually good as well, those chests. Huh. This one not so much. Takes a while for these guys to die as well. There's the rift again. You never really know if that's the way out or if it's to yet another plateau, huh? Oh, hello. I probably don't want to stand in that fire thing. Yeah, thought as much.
That skill's not ready.
But my minions are also doing work. Like, quite a bit of work actually. Not too bad.
Skill's not ready. Skill's not ready.
Oh, I need the kills. Oh, wait. The rune stone of Mock Drogen. What's this? Part of the shrine of Mock Drogen. Okay, I still need to find the spirit and then I need to restore the shrine. Is that all in this plane or
Skill's not ready.
how does that work? Yeah, I really need to get rid of these small ants over here. Like, they're throwing all those orbs around. They really hurt.
Skill's not ready.
And that wasn't too bad. I hear a clock. I just destroyed it. Alright. I'm just going to explore the entire plane and see if there's other pieces of Mogdrogen here. I just don't really know. There's just a few things, otherwise I need to look up at a later point in time. We'll figure out when or what. Also at a later point in time. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I'm standing in that red stuff. Not a good idea. Because there's the rift again. I can just enter it. Like worst case scenario, I'm going back. But I might be going to a different... Yeah, so the Blood Grove again. So how does that work? Can't I go back now, or do I need to find it again? Maybe not, it's fine. Okay, there's a shrine here apparently. That's always good for loot. Okay, I have that. Got an achievement apparently too. What are we doing apart from this? So I got my shrine. There's should be a boss sometimes at least nearby. Around here, let's see if that's the case.
Can't do that.
Those manticore eyes are also quite useful for crafting. Let's see. Is there anything else here that I can go to? The bone pit we've been, the ashen waste. There should be like a small cave or some sorts in here maybe. Here's at least the next waypoint. Any other secrets? No, that's it. Yeah, so here in and around the mill there is stuff to do for sure. Also here there should be a secret. Let's see. Go further south. Apparently here. A secret somehow? Ah, haha. Oh. More purples. Is that it? There's apparently a chest near that node I just found. Oh, here, an ancient sarcophagus. Nice. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so then we can do the quest, which is close over here. There's a bunch of guys appearing here near the farm, I'm pretty sure.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, near here.
Skill's not ready.
And we might actually be there already. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Apparently the game can only count one by one, but pretty sure we're done. Well, apparently we can run a little bit back to the grove over there, and then explore this area. Yeah, but that is the way we want to go, apparently. So let's see.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, this is gonna hurt. Huh? Sort of survive. Right, we can get out over here. Huh. Not too shabby. Dynamite. Yet another shrine, by the way. Ah, there's the... Ooh, 1 million health. Hello. So we really need to like do a sort of hit and run tactic here. Even though I'm mostly surviving, but it's just a little dangerous. Ah. try and cleanse it.
Skill's not ready.
I think that's this section. There's a few more chests, but that's then about it. Yeah, let's pick up the ether crystals. I probably got like hundreds of them by now, but who knows, they might come in useful or handy for whatever reason at some point in time.
Skill's not ready.
I wonder if we're gonna get up here as well for some reason. We could. Yeah. Yeah, let's get the food. Let's also just level up. It's the 2 more points over there. We're trying to maximize the whole bar basically of Oathkeeper. That's the only one that is left. Now we need the last skill over there, which is Execution. And I'm just picking everything up, also just for the cash. Okay, pretty sure we can go home, back to Homestead. We did at least one more quest here. The farmer thing, which is, I think, over here, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we have some more like almost world quests or something with the rune stone and the spirit and everything. I don't really know what to do there, to be honest. I'd have to Google it. Same with the hidden path. I am just not totally sure. The other guys I think we'll just encounter along the way. Like, we'll encounter them as we go. Then... there's a fort that we still can go to. I look at the map over here and then we can just continue the other stuff as well. But first...
Got something you need stashed?
yeah, I do. Do that, at least. Now, what do we have in terms of gear? Like, quite a bit. I've been collecting some stuff. So this is the death mark, which required me to be level 75. And I'm not sure if it's much better, but it looks much better, right? Just the sheer amount of physical damage. Like, the DPS is a little bit misleading here because it is not it's not yet augmented, and not yet, it doesn't have a component yet, so it's cheating a little bit. So we might see how this compares. The other ones, this is also level 75. It doesn't really have any venom damage, poison or acid damage. So this is like a cold death mart kind of thing. The Fist of the Venom Blade was actually one that was recommended by the build itself. I can see why. It does a ton of acid and poison damage, additional acid and poison damage. But I'm pretty sure that like the Death Mart Claw, right, has to be better than one of those two. If I put those vitriols in there, what are they called? The vitriolic gallstones. If I put those in there, and I'll probably have to get to my normal version of the game to get the Blight Beast pustules, because I don't have the Coven of the Underbark on Elite just yet. So I think that's what we're going for here. And I don't think there is anything else I want to be using. This is also level 75. Is this better? Not really. I don't think so. It's got more armor, but that's about it. Okay. Yeah, we got a bunch of other stuff as well. Oh, this has got acid and poison damage on it. Yeah, this has to be good, right? Poison retaliation. Has to be good. Okay, let's put that in. See how our resistances are doing. They're not affected at all. That's nice. So we can maybe get some more chaos resistance somehow. I still need to figure out a little bit how to get that. And a lot of things we're just going to learn otherwise. And then we have this. Physical damage, pierce damage. Don't do too much of that. And it's got a two-handed weapon passive bonus. Yeah, and I'm gonna give up a lot of resistances for not a ton of benefit, I feel. So I think that we'll just stash the jacket for now. I might use it on another character or something. Not that I have another character, but you know.
Safe storage. No questions asked.
We have this thing, totally normal bulwark. That's that goes over there. I'm not a shield user. Oh, here we have this stone. Yeah. Anything else? Not directly.
I do the best I can.
So we want to craft a vitriolic gallstone. 2 of them. Put them in these 2 weapons. And then, yeah, we'll have to log out into the regular version of the game and get some more stuff. In terms of armor, we could at least put some component in here, right? Anything? Chaos? Imbued silver? No. Riftstone? No. No. It's not bad, by the way. Plus 25% poison damage. Oh, here's chaos resistance. But I need riftstones for that. It's not cheap at all, huh? And amulets and medals also. Such a mess. Because my amulet already has one, and the medal... So I could try this. 1, 2, 3. Make one of those. An additional 16% chaos resistance. I mean, it's probably worth it, right? Because my chaos resistance is just low. It's the only one with actual proper chaos resistance. Using amulets and metals. Yeah, but here I have elemental resistance and bleeding resistance. I'm not that capped. Bleeding I'm capped, but the elemental not. Although elemental resistance isn't really that hard to get, but fine. Okay, fine. Anything else? I can put something over here, right? I suppose maybe just simply damage, just poison damage. Used in all armor. All weapons, chest armor. Not really. Stun? Stun resistance maybe? Reduced stun duration. Only in head armor. Nah. Doesn't do too much. Alright, that's fine. Let's just sell a few
Come see what's left
things.
of my wares.
What do these guys have? Oh, this is poison damage. Is the Manticore Venom what I have now? No, I have the Blight Beast thing. Right. All right, let's just go through the inventory here and see what we got, right? So, oh, we had this as well. Also legendary offhand still. It's pretty decent actually, this one, but I'm just gonna lack a bunch of resistances, I think, if I don't do this properly. So we're just gonna sell it. I don't need like that much more damage, at least not for now. Yeah, and the weapons are not gonna be better than the ones I have, right? So I'd have to come across a pretty much flawless combination of stats will I actually decide to keep it. Also these two rings that I found, both Ring of the Black Matriarchs, they just seem so good, right? So in terms of rings, I don't really feel that I'm gonna be doing a whole lot there. Yeah, and I'm probably getting back my component. I don't really care about the pants, but I usually care about the components. Yeah, same here, like... Oh, right, and No, I can just sell it. I don't need that. It's got a bunch of resistances, but that's about it. Okay. That we should stash, and then we'll... have to go through a few other things. Poison damage, resistances. But not as much poison damage as the other one. Acid poison, fatality resistance. Like chaos resistance, I would probably take it. This is the only thing that I'm lacking currently. Eye of the Reaper. No, but it's nice for Necromancer, for sure. Yeah, if I would be cold damage, it would be pretty good. This is not that great. Also not that great. Like, I'm really looking for something that has poison damage on it. Belt? No. Few more items over here that were basically okay. Oh wait, that was chaos resistance. Wait. There were shoes, right? Okay, 20% chaos resistance might be worth it. The other ones aren't great either, to be honest. That is probably an upgrade. 35% chaos resistance now. Yeah, and I'm gonna get that component back. So we'll fix that later. And that is about
Iron well
it,
spent.
I think. Okay, so we need to do a few things. We need to get through Devil's Crossing, because we want to recover a few things. Keep the add-on. Keep the add-on. I think that's it. Yeah.
Bring me back something interesting.
We probably want to see what we can craft now. I mean, I'm just right-clicking those recipes, but it might actually be good. So also slowly, I'm trying to work towards some of these. Yeah, let's say some of these mythical relics. They are quite a handful to get, but the meditation one, I'm missing two components, Vendetta and Endurance, and those can be found over here. And then Endurance is once again like, I don't know how many components. So a few of those we can get, but all in all it takes a while, and I don't even have the Vendetta one yet. I think I need more reputation in order to get that, so I can't make it just yet. But that's the relics. Let's just have a quick look at the stuff that we have learned so far. If there's like anything higher level that could be possibly worth it. Yeah, this is the devil stuff. Here, we have two things that we learned for sure. This is more like a caster helm, it seems. This is also a caster helm. Okay, fine. Yeah, and these are all my components, right? Yeah. Maybe sort this and then have a quick look at my supplies. I could use a bit more dynamite, which I can't craft over here for some reason. Is that because you need the other crafter for that? Sometimes I find this a little bit confusing.
Bring me back any blueprints.
But fine. The Mark of Mogdrogden we'll put in the boots. The two vitrials that go on these weapons. And yeah, now the damage is a lot less, but I think also with the the bonuses on attack and everything, and the fact, by the way, that we still need to enable these two. Just like that. Yeah, we're almost back to like the 16,000 damage per second, and I'm not even 100% sure like how accurate this DPS is. But that's another matter. And we could also craft a component for the ring
What brings
if
you
we
to
want
my
to. Ring. Like if we see anything good, it's easy to get them off at anyway, so it doesn't really matter in that regard. Crit damage, but energy region. Yeah, the black tallow. Oh, amulets and medals. Yeah. There's nothing really good, eh? In terms of components. At least nothing that I know of by now. The physical damage isn't bad. I suppose. Oh, but it's not in a ring. Wait. The boiling blood we can do. Yeah, I'll just craft 2 boiling bloods, I think, just for this. Oh. Don't even need that many.
Don't get killed out there.
I mean, every little bit helps, I suppose. There we go. We're putting it in the metal too. No, we're putting this in the metal. Right, so 51% chaos resistance. We're slowly but surely getting there. We can put something in this helm if we want to, but and in the pants, but fine. For now it's fine, I think. Then we need Caven of Ugdenborg. Okay, let's go to the main menu. Yes, I'm sure. Normal difficulty. Coven's Refuge? Is it the Coven's Refuge or is it... or is it here? No, that's the Conclave. The Vanguard. I can see that, right? Coven of Ugdenborg. Where are they? Headquarters Ugdenborg. Okay, that makes sense. Where was Ugdenborg again? To the north? Yeah. There, right? Yeah, I think it's here. Let's see. This guy?
See anything you like?
Maybe. Right, what is it called? Blight Beast Postulates. These ones. Right. And they give your pets bonus too. These are just pretty good. Alright, so we got those two. Is there anything else that we might want over here? Rings and amulets. I got the elemental resistance on there. And the slith venom. Poison retaliation. Okay. I'm not sure if you actually have these things for regular armor, do you? I don't think I've ever seen that. So can you put an augment on a helm?
Put it to good use.
All right. Looking pretty good. Still got quite a few quests in the normal mode. Yeah, and I have the Shattered Realm stuff. But it's fine. We're playing mostly Elite, also because of the loot quality. It's just, you get so much better loot. And it's a bit more fun as well. Okay. We need to get everything up and running again, all the buffs. There. Yeah. Let's go once again over here. So we have one more route to, well, we've got 2 more routes to go basically. The route where we need to be in the end. And this route into a fort apparently. Yeah, we're summoning these small little skeletons as well. I think on main attack actually, or at least on one of our attacks, that devotion is locked in. But it's just once again a little bit of additional damage, and like all these little small things, they add up. And I do like that about the build. Like, it seems to be a pretty cleverly designed build, because there are a lot of skill points that are just going into like a single what do you say, a single skill, I suppose, right? Here, one thing in Ring of Steel, one thing in the Quick Cut, one thing in Belgothian's Shears. And then some you're supposed to max out, like Pneumatic Burst, because it just gives you restoration, health restoration and regen. Merciless Repertoire, because you get a bunch of additional acid damage and poison damage and retaliation damage, which is going to work really well with your set that you're supposed to have in the end. And yeah, that just works out pretty well. The devotions. We got all the points unlocked by now, and the build guide just basically tells you which of the constellations you should get and on which skills you should do this. For example, I have a raised death 36% chance on attack, and it is slotted to, can I see that? Yeah, the Blade Burst, right? And the Blade Burst is my right mouse button, so every time I use that ability, there's a 1 in 3 chance that I'm summoning a small skeleton, like you see over here. We got 2 running. I got this pet from an item. It just helps a little bit, this pet. It dies a lot, but it is once again a little bit of additional damage, poison damage as well. and slowly but surely you just saw that the blood of Hugel has reached level 8. Slowly but surely you're leveling this up as well. Oh, hello. So now my poison resistance should actually work quite a bit. Yeah, and I can just stand there and like kill him. That's kind of nice. Yeah, we'll get some more dynamite. It's always useful. And I didn't craft some additional dynamite either. Just forgot to do that. Yeah, but this is a very small segment, it seems. Okay, fine. There's not really that much else that we need to do here. So I think once again we're gonna just go back to the portal and continue. That's over here. Should be over here. My minions also have this aura, like a poison aura. So even if they don't attack, they're still doing damage. Damage over time, poison damage. Which is kind of nice because sometimes they're just basically trailing the bosses specifically. And then, even though they're not actually doing any attack damage, sometimes they are, but not always, especially if the boss is like fast or something. Then, still slowly but surely, you will see his health decline. Which is kind of nice. Because at some point, all you really need to do is do some kiting. And that's then it. Chests, but nothing really good there. Are you guys stuck? Yeah, I'm about to say, like, I'm sure I'm gonna see these guys at some point in time. There we go. I was trying to run Last Epoch a little bit before this, and I did a little bit of a test stream with it, not actually going live, but just trying to stream it. And I'm not sure, but since the new patch 0.74, the performance is really bad, and I couldn't even stream it basically because I just got like encoding lag. Last Epoch was using up so much resources, and this is like a really beefy PC. But it used up so many resources that I couldn't even stream the game anymore. Which is why I'm streaming Grim Dawn instead of the yeah, basically the new patch that I'm really looking forward to play. And ideally I thought, well, it could be nice to just like stream it, right? But yeah, unless they fix that, well, I can try again. Like, it could be a coincidence to some extent, but like I tried streaming 2 other games and that went completely fine. So it's pretty clear that this is a last epoch issue currently. And their optimization has been a bit like, yeah, not great. And it's a bit of an issue because I've had people on the YouTube videos commenting as well that the performance for them just wasn't good. And I didn't really experience that on this PC. For me it always ran fine, but this is like an i7 with a 2080. So, you know, that works. But not now anymore even. Like now it didn't matter which settings I put it on either. Like I used to just do ultra and then it was like stuttery even without streaming. It was just not really working. And I'm like, fine, I'll put it on medium. But it's exactly the same, it doesn't matter. So I'm not totally sure what's up there, but definitely something to look at for them. And I had it on my other PC as well. That was a 1060. With I think an AMD 8350. So definitely an older CPU and also a little bit of a dated GPU by now, like an NVIDIA GeForce 1060. But you know, not the worst either. And their last epoch didn't run great. So I still have that other PC, so I'm gonna test it out a little bit over there as well, see if see if there's anything that changed on that end. But that PC is not really capable of, let's say, streaming and playing at the same time. It doesn't do that very well. It just doesn't have enough resources.
That skill's not ready.
Not 100% sure where I'm going, but I think this is pretty much the correct way.
That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
Yeah, I'm not checking like every corner and everything over here, because there's just no real point, but you know, whenever we see chests or some enemies, we'll go for it. It's a dead end.
Not ready.
Just checking the walls here. For hidden entrances and that kind of thing. Okay, so it's not here. It could be here. something. Port entrance apparently.
Another sucker. Skills not ready. Can't do that yet.
But you do see the build overall is just pretty effective. It's basically just like a hit and run. Like I don't really need to do anything. I can just move across the levels. Whenever you see a boss like this, you just pop your additional buffs. And then that is usually the end of it. Relatively quickly too. Now you got so many minions and other things happening in the background as well that it's not all that difficult to just do like a put out a consistent amount of damage. Another rare monster. Over here, I suppose. Yeah, probably. See, I can just do it like that. It doesn't really matter. Like one AoE attack. I want to pick up these seals though, because they're not that easy to find. I think you only find them from these specific cult members and the Chthonics. So you want to be a little bit careful around those guys. But now I have a lot more chaos resistance. I really think that was the main issue last time. Like I'm still not capped, but well, it's also not 15% anymore. It's gotta be worth something. Another seal. Let's put out a rift. Yeah, exactly. This could be tricky, but it could also not be tricky. Because you never really know what these guys are going to do, but... Oh, this is... Well, it was stage 1, I suppose. It's fine. So you already see he starts doing a little bit more damage, but... we have health regeneration on our attacks as well. Like we're leeching a little bit. So there we go. That wasn't too bad at all. Okay. Yeah, let's just get to the next waystone, and then afterwards I think I'm gonna call it a day for now. We've been streaming for about 2 hours. One of the first streams since quite some time. Took a bit of time to set up as well. It was not that easy, mainly because of the last epoch issues that we had. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll also leave this up on YouTube, I think, just as a VOD, so people can watch it later as well. So if you're doing that, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks so much for that as well. And for now, guys, we're gonna put a stop to this. I will be creating the weekly roundup for you guys tomorrow. There's a lot to talk about. There's the Exile Con, there's some other announcements, some other games that I played, some first impressions of 2 indie games. So a few things to look forward to, I think. The script is mostly done. I just need to do a little bit of writing on the Exile Con, really, because that's still ongoing. Fortunately, it is a lot later in New Zealand than over here, so I'm gonna get the news relatively early. I'm trying to cramp as much in that video as I can, and if not, we will just make maybe a secondary video or something specifically on ExileCon. There's a lot of stuff coming for Path of Exile, a lot of exciting stuff as well, and yeah, I'm really thrilled by all the things that the Grinding Gear Games is going to do. But more on that tomorrow in the weekly roundup. For now, guys, thanks so much for watching, and that's basically it. Bye bye.